everyone, Alex the Rat here again. And today I want to talk about my IBM 300GL computer. I picked up this computer completely for free in 2014 when I just moved here. It was kind of amazing finding a 90s PC like this from 1997 of all things, just laying in the factory waiting to be picked up. And when I got it, it didn't have audio, it only had like a 2 megabyte S3 Birch chip in there. So I knew there was a lot I could do with it. So we're gonna go over that today, how I turned a boring business machine into a 90s gaming PC. And hopefully that will inspire some of you to do similar things if you find like one of these in the wild. Because they can actually be pretty powerful if you give it the right hardware. So yeah, let's take a look at that and look at exactly what we have in this machine.
So getting into this machine is quite simple. You just grab these tabs and push back the whole top of the chassis, and it just comes right off like this. Now, as you can see, we have a Pentium II processor here with MMX technology. It is one of those processors that for its time was a bit unique in how you slotted it into the motherboard rather than use a socket. So yeah, very unique processor. We have 192 megabytes of RAM here. Not much to say about that. I might upgrade it later. I'm not sure how far this motherboard supports, but yeah. We have our S3 Trio 3D chip here. A very good 2D chip, very useful for simple DOS games, 2D games. But yeah, we also have our Voodoo 2 here, which is a very capable GPU for the late 90s. We will definitely be running some games on this and see how far we can push it. But yeah, in the late 90s, there's definitely a lot of games that push the limits of what this card can do. And just below the Voodoo 2 we have our Sound Blaster 32, which is a very decent 90s sound card. What I like about it is that it has wavetable MIDI, as well as AdLib, and full DOS Sound Blaster support. There's a PC speaker here, but it's a very tinny piezo beeper thing. I will demonstrate later how it sounds, but I am not a big fan of it, and if anyone in the comments know if there's a way to replace it, please let me know. Maybe there's something I could solder or something, I don't know. I have looked into it, but I haven't found any kind of solution just yet. But there might be. And yeah, we have our power supply here. It still hasn't given out on me, so it's still good, which I am very thankful for. And we have our CD-ROM drive here, which isn't great, but it's more than functional for a 90s PC. And of course a floppy drive, gotta have that. So yeah, let's run some games and see how it goes. Alright, so we're in the BIOS here, which is of course in Norwegian. This is a Norwegian computer after all. We have a Pentium II processor running at 350 MHz, we have 192 megabytes of RAM, and even though the hard drive is 120 megabytes, it only reports it as 6 gigabytes, which is of course not correct, but given its age, I can forgive it. Now, as you can see, we have Microsoft Windows 98 2nd edition registered to me, with a genuine Intel Pentium II processor and 192 megabytes of RAM. And in this computer we have a 120 gigabyte hard drive, which is a lot for 997 for sure. Definitely overkill for this computer, but having a lot of storage is very nice. And what I could do is, instead of using the actual discs for my games, I could just image all of them to like cube-in pairs and mount them using daemon tools or something. And that way I could have all of my games just on this computer. So here we have the original Duke Nukem, which I picked pretty much just to sort of illustrate how bad that piezo beeper in there sounds. It is extremely tinny, extremely quiet, and I have turned up the volume a lot here so you can hear it more clearly. But yeah, this is not the best experience playing Duke Nukem, honestly. But it's tolerable, I guess. But this is pretty much what you would have out of the box with this computer in terms of audio. Because, yeah, this is all I had when I got it, was the PC speaker in there. So yeah, I really want to see if I can upgrade that PC speaker in there, but if I can't, then it's no big deal, but it would be nice. So, moving on from that PC speaker, we are now in Duke Nukem 2 with proper OPL sound here, and it sounds a lot better. We also have, you know, sound blast and sound effects here, and yeah, everything sounds really good. This is one of my favorite games to just test Sound Blaster with, because, yeah, it sounds a little distorted sometimes, like you can hear like it crackles a bit sometimes, but yeah, overall I'm very happy with it. And yeah, Duke Nukem 2 is just always a good time. Just one of my favorite games recently to just sit down and play, and if you want like a more in-depth review of it, I have covered it. Specifically the Rigel engine version, which supports widescreen and stuff, but yeah, this is the original DOS version here running on this computer. And as expected, it runs perfectly. Like, nothing wrong with this. And yeah, looks great too. Proper VGA graphics here. Just absolute classic. Can't go wrong with Duke Nukem. Now, while we are still in DOS here, there's one more game I want to play, and that's Blackthorne here. And again, showing off that OPL chip in there, just absolutely gorgeous sound here, and yeah, the sound blast and sound effects sound absolutely great here. And yeah, this game is also one of my favorites to play on DOS, and I'm just really happy to have a computer that can cover such a wide range of 90s games. Because we are still in the early 90s here, and yeah, this game runs beautifully and looks gorgeous. One of my absolute favorites, for sure. So, of course, what good is a 90s PC that doesn't run Doom? And yeah, of course, Doom runs absolutely perfectly here. It is a Pentium 2 after all. Now, the Sound Blaster 32 has a very interesting take on MIDI. The wavetable samples sound a bit off, like a little bit weird. And I don't know if I like it or if I don't like it. It's definitely not what I'm used to, because I'm so used to hearing the like Roland Sound Canvas version of the soundtrack. So this kind of always takes me off guard a bit when I hear it, especially that guitar sound. It's just so, it sounds so derpy. But yeah, I mean, it's Doom. What's not to love about Doom? It's just go around killing demons and zombies, you know, it's good times. Always good times with Doom. I'm just fascinated by the MIDI here. It's just like it sounds so wrong and so right at the same time. Like this is like a peak 90s experience for sure. But yeah, it doesn't really ruin the experience in any way, and I always have fun with Doom. So yeah, good times. Of course, since this is a Pentium 2 with MMX technology, we have to test Pod, of course, being one of the games that really utilized MMX back in the day. And yeah, it runs mostly fine. It's a little choppy here and there. This is, of course, the demo version here, so a lot of this might have been fixed in the full version. I haven't been able to acquire the full version yet, It is one of the games that I really want to get like a big box version of, because this game is very special to me. I played this demo version a lot growing up. But yeah, runs fine. Always a good test.
Clear the bank out, boss. We need to end this.
But of course we have a 3DFX Voodoo 2 in there, and we gotta put it to good use. So what better game than one of the biggest games of the 90s? Well, at least in my mind. Sin running here. Dipping some frames now and then. This is the Quake 2 engine, and it is a little more advanced. But it's actually handling it pretty well in my opinion. Textures look pretty good, and lighting looks really good. A lot of this is like pushed up very high at the moment, so that probably explains some of the frame rate going a bit low, but yeah. I'm very impressed by just how capable the Voodoo 2 is in this computer. Like it honestly makes this game viable as a proper 90s gaming PC. And we can do a lot more with this card than we ever could with that 2D chip in there. This is awesome.
Already got it.
And one of the games that really pushes the Voodoo 2 to its absolute limit is Deus Ex from 2000. And this is like at the very edge of what this PC can handle. And yeah, like indoors locations like these, the frame rate is tolerable. Like it's pretty good honestly, but yeah, we're gonna move out into the street here and you'll see just what I'm talking about here. So as you can see, like once we get outside and into any area with like a longer viewing distance and a lot of stuff going on, yeah, the frame rate goes down significantly. Like it is pretty choppy here, but still playable. I'm actually having fun playing Deus Ex on like an actual 90s PC like this. It's honestly tolerable, but yeah, obviously not the greatest experience, that's for sure. But yeah, that about covers it. I just wanted to make like a short overview video of this computer, and mostly just an excuse to play with it again. I love this computer. I love gaming on it. It's become pretty much my main gaming PC for like retro games at the moment. Like anything from the early 90s to the late 90s. It handles it perfectly well. As you can see, the Unreal Tournament here runs great. And yeah, I love this computer. And if you like this video, make sure to check out my videos on the sound card and the graphics card that I installed in this computer. Both are on my channel and they're worth checking out if you want more in-depth info on that. As usual, leave a like, subscribe, all that jazz, tell people about Alex the Rat. And if you want to talk to me directly, you can follow me on Blue Sky, alextherat.bsky.social. And you can also reach me on Discord. Come join the Rat Army at discord.icetherat.com and let's chat. And I will see you next time. Goodbye!